making them happy.
That's why you're perfect as a nurse.
Feeling.
Because that's like helping people.
I don't know.
Nice.
Okay na.
I think most of the people who started like on a poor family, they usually have a helping heart.
Yeah, that's true. Because you have more empathy.
True. They know and they feel how is it to be like.
Yeah. I love hearing success stories of people who started from nothing.
I always tell them like during I think one of the reasons why they got me for this show is because of my story. Because when I was a kid, I used to be like those. Have you seen like kids on the street?
Yeah.
Like they're getting something from the garbage. Like
Really?
Yeah, we get plastic, we get steel, aluminum,
And then recycle.
and we sell it.
Were you ever ashamed?
No, I
You weren't?
never.
Wow.
Never have I ever.
That's interesting because
And then
Shame.
when I was in grade school, I used to go with my grandmother selling clothes sa Divisoria. But we need to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
where do you get the clothes?
My mom and my grandmother used to make them.
Ah, galing.
But you know, like branded clothes, like for example, Bench, Natasha. If they make dress and there's an excess cloth, we buy them. And then we make them like small clothes for babies, for kids.
Oh,
And then we sell them.
galing.
So we usually wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I have to be home before 6 o'clock because I need to go to school.
6 a.m.?
6 a.m. So I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, go to school, and then get back home around 5, and then sleep early because we're gonna leave again early.
Why did they need to bring you pa? Diba you were a kid?
Kasi my lola is too old na.
How old were you?
I was maybe like 9, 10, around that age. And then when I was in high school, my mom told me like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't afford to send you to college anymore. So that was my hardest struggle when I was in high school because I really want to go to college. So I started looking for school that you don't need to pay a scholarship. And then I took an exam for UP, but I didn't pass it. So I went to my school.
What did you try to take up?
I really want to take up nursing or PT, physical therapy.
Physical therapy has a good future.
Even in the States.
Yeah. My dad learned it way back. And then now, he's earning money now because of that.
Because a lot of people needs therapy, especially when they get old or after surgery.
And people, they don't want to do surgery. They want to do it like the
non-surgical way.
Yeah.
Tapos na ang oras.
Tapos na ang oras na puligo.
Kuya Makoy, nasa ano ba? Kuya Makoy, tapos na ang oras na pagligo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
Ready?
Kuya Makoy.
Kuya McCoy? Tapos na ang oras para maligo. Naman. Ano? Okay.
Hanggang network 16 gal.
the more I'm in this house, I I learn how to like understand people, because before, if someone acts a certain way that I don't like, I just judge him for it right away. But now, like, getting to know like your background, your stories, like it's interesting because it's not your fault that you react that way.
Yeah, and there's a person that I talked to. He has a lot of background about childhood and behaviors and attitude. People like with what kind of attitude they have. He always telling me like whatever attitude this person has, it always related to their childhood
Yeah.
experiences. So yeah, and I was thinking like probably most
That's
of the
true.
people why sometimes they behave so bad because they have experiences when they were young,
Yeah.
and now that they're old, they're trying to act like
Yeah.
you know.
Pag-apat na sunod dyan, apat na straight.
I'm busy now. You always spray there in the...
That's why I always like asking people about their background, like family, what was their childhood like, where did they grow up, because you get to understand them more in depth. That's why I don't like asking questions about more of the future, but more of like the past. If you want to get to know someone.
The past.
Yeah.
I'm screening na.
I never
Sali ako.
get embarrassed of my past. Kasi parang feeling ko, I always tell them that my life is a story of struggle.
Bago pa kayo?
Like, this is a real
Are you start?
that if you had struggle when you're young, it doesn't mean that you're gonna grow old like
Yeah.
nothing. When you really have a determination and hard work,
That reach your right arm as far as that.
that's life.
I want to study psychology now.
Ako din.
It's so interesting to learn
Yes.
about how the human brain
Works
processes things.
and how we adapt with stressful situations.
Yeah. Being in this house especially, I'm more interested. It's like an experiment, no? Human experiment.
It's a social experiment.
Yeah.
I was reading a lot of things about the show before I came in.
Yeah.
So they said it's a social experiment wherein they give certain situation to all the people inside and they will observe how these people react.
Maybe they give it to like people who actually study
Yeah.
this, no?
And you can't lie on this show.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to like hide something about your personality,
Yeah.
you can't do that. Because even if you do, there will always
Be a
have
time.
a situation
Yeah.
wherein you need to react based on how you feel about it.
Yeah. Especially if you're going through hard times, that's when you know the real person.
Ako, before I came in here, I always watched this TV show and I always wondering why most of the people always cry. And then I told myself, okay, if they're gonna give me a chance to get inside the house, I'll try my best not to cry. But
It's hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the confession room and I feel sad, I always cry. So I told Kuya, I don't want my siblings seeing me crying, because one of my brother told me when he sees me crying, he told me like, Kuya, I don't want to see you crying again because I feel bad whenever I see my older brother crying. So as much as possible, I don't want to see my siblings to see me crying. But then I cried a lot of times in the show, and then I just realized like if you feel like you want to cry, then cry.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you're weak if you cry.
Yeah. Actually, they were saying people who can cry in public are the stronger people because they're not afraid.
They're not afraid to show their real emotion.
Yeah. That's why after I read that, I started crying always. Always cry. You feel so much better after crying. And it's a
True.
scientific fact that you actually release a lot of stress and like pressure through tears.
Tsaka, ako I believe like if you feel heavy inside,
Yeah.
you really need to cry and you have to make sure you talk about it with someone.
Yeah.
Kasi after that, you feel very
Yeah.
energized and recharged.
Feel relieved.
And you will start looking positive
Yeah.
around yourself. That will help a lot. So if I see people who are sad, I always tell them like, if you want to talk,
Yeah. In your own
because
time.
I know how you feel, but I'm not gonna force the person. Come on, let's talk
Yeah.
about it. How do you feel? No, because sometimes when I feel bad, I just wanna. I don't know if I would just wanna enjoy the moment of being
Yeah.
sad, or
No, that's true.
how I just that's how I feel. Like I just wanna
Yeah.
be alone and think about
Yeah.
situation wherein causes me being sad.
And that's why, like, for me, I don't trust people who are overly happy all the time. Like, all the time.
true.
Like, you can't be like that.
True. That's not
That's-
true.
Yeah, that's being fake to yourself.
Because last week I was really, I admit I was really, there was a time last week that I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm really sad.
I could see it in your face.
When you approach me like, oh my God, how does JINRI making them happy?
That's why you're perfect as a nurse.
Feeling,
Because that's like helping people.
I don't know.
Okay na.
I think most of the people who started like on a poor family, they usually have a helping heart.
Yeah, that's
Kasi
true. Because
they
you have
know-
more empathy.
True, they know and they feel how is it to be like.
Yeah. I love hearing success stories of people who started from nothing.
I always tell them like during I think one of the reasons why they got me for this show is because of my story. Because when I was a kid, I used to be like those. Have you seen like kids on the street?
Yeah.
Like they're getting something from the garbage. Like
Really?
Yeah, we get plastic, we get steel, aluminum,
And then recycle.
and we sell it.
Were you ever ashamed?
No, I
You weren't?
never.
Wow.
Never have I ever.
That's interesting because
And then
Shame.
when I was in grade school, I used to go with my grandmother selling clothes sa Divisoria. But we need to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
where do you get the clothes?
My mom and my grandmother used to
Make?
make them.
Ah, galing.
But do you know like branded clothes like for example Bench, Natasha? If they make dress and there's an excess cloth, we buy them. And then we make them like small clothes for babies, for kids.
Oh,
And then we sell them.
galing.
So we usually wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I have to be home before 6 o'clock because I need to go to school.
6 a.m.?
6 a.m. So I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, go to school, and then get back home around 5, and then sleep early because we're gonna leave again early.
Why did they need to bring you pa? Diba you were a kid?
Kasi my lola is too old na.
How old were you?
I was maybe like 9, 10, around that age. And then when I was in high school, my mom told me like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't afford to send you to college anymore. So that was my hardest struggle when I was in high school because I really want to go to college. So I started looking for school that you don't need to pay a scholarship. And then I took an exam for UP, but I didn't pass it. So I went to my school.
What did you try to take up?
I really want to take up nursing or PT, physical therapy.
Physical therapy has a good future.